Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to attempt number 3 of Stranded Deep Hard Difficulty Permadeath with no raft at the start. Now, we have a new world generated from a prior episode that we are going to be using in this playthrough, but there's a yacht. There is a sunken yacht where we tried to stream for like 10 minutes on this map and I ended up getting poisoned both times. Both in 10 minutes. So it's an extremely dangerous wreck to search, and we might end up dying just as soon here. We'll see. Let's give it our best shot. So we have hard difficulty on, permadeath, existing world. Let's begin. Let's hop right in. There is but one goal, and that is to survive, but there are plenty of things that can stop us doing that, so let's pray. Let us pray. And the plane crashes. Day 1. Here we go. Okay. We gotta leave this raft to float away. Not allowed to have it. I could theoretically just not loot the yacht for a while. Like, theoretically, right? Let's craft a stone cutter. I'm gonna make sure my chat is open and ready for newcomers. Chill with the boys. Okay. This island looks nice. If I can make it work, it looks very nice. Let's grab this. We got a couple pieces of cloth over here. Two pieces of leather and a hammer. Not bad. Alright, let's drop this right here. Hopefully we can get that yacht searched without a game-ending poison. Nothing in the container. Grab that chest. A lot of vehicle parts in there, but nothing else. Okay, let's go. The yacht is right here. I need to really watch out for poisonous creatures here, man. We got a chest. Nothing in the container. That's a cod. Nothing in there. Bro, bone dry containers today, eh? Oh shit, I can't get out here? Go. Okay. Get a breather. As far as I remember, there's nothing in the basement of this ship. There's tires over there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down here. I mean, we checked before. We didn't find anything. Let's go. The shark is here, though. And we're just as dead if he makes me start to bleed. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't think... Yeah, there's a lionfish right there. Screw that. Let's go. There are 3 tires down there, though, so when it comes time to build our raft, we can go back there. So far, every container that we've tried to loot has been empty. Crazily enough. Not the wood ones, but the metal ones. They've all been empty. It's really shitty luck, but it is what it is. Let's see what we got. What's our haul? Lantern, lashing. Another lashing and some vehicle parts. By no means is this an overpowered start. We hardly have any resources available, to tell you the truth. But we're alright. Let's keep looking around. We got the hardest wreck out of the way. Watch out for that urchin right there. Get out our cutter. Okay. We got a potato here on the island. Inventory's getting a little full. We actually have a kura fruit here. And another potato. Look at that. Oh, 2 potatoes. Dude, there's 3 potatoes on this island. It is very verdant. Hello, Sabin. Hello, buddy. Hell yeah, thank you very much for the good luck. Yeah, the graphics are great on it. It's aged well. This game has aged very well. I hope you're having a good day, buddy. And Gamer Fam, wonderful to see you. You started a new job yesterday? Is it soul-sucking or is it a little fun? Like, does it seem like something you can do long-term and remain sane? Okay, we got a harvesting level up. Okay. We got all the yucca plants. Our sun protection is going down. Let's drop these here. Okay. We'll come back for him after. I remember when I used to work at the local grocery store. Like, I could live with it. But the work was mind-numbing. Like, they didn't let you have any sort of devices during quiet, like, downtime. You weren't even allowed to have a chair. You had to stand up even if no customers showed up for 20 minutes. Like, I hated that shit. All right. I don't see any more wrecks. Let's craft a bunch of lashings. Okay, we got level 2 in crafting. I'll also make a fire starter. We'll need one. I'm gonna get out of the sun. All right. If I can end up finding one more palm leaf later, we could make ourselves... Oh yeah, if I find one more fibrous leaf, we can make another lashing. But we need to cut down a tree right now. This one will do. Let's make sure we're not in the sun. If we can, yeah. Grab the coconut. The job sucks, but the people are fun. Very true. I think that's how a lot of us survive, the drudgeries associated. Well, I'm glad you have that. Okay, we got the tree. Move it over here into the shade. I'm gonna need another stone tool. Okay. It's 3 p.m., so the sunlight intensity has gone down significantly. All right. Now we have to build a shelter somewhere around this island. That ficus tree location looks like a good spot for it. That looks good too. I mean, there's stones that we can't harvest, but... Ooh, here we go. Nice. Okay, I can now make another lashing. That's what I like to see. Oh. Another. Okay. Let's grab that. We're gonna leave these out here in a very obvious, visible location. And let's put down our bed somewhere. There was a loose potato around here. I'm wondering where that was. Right here. Okay, we're gonna cut this down. We're gonna put it right here. Hey, what's up, Farf? Thank you very much for the shout out, buddy. You know I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's put our shelter down right over here, nestled in the bushes. And then we'll save the game. Sweet. Okay, we have a place to sleep. We have to grab all of our stuff. Another stone. All right, let's start making some piles of resources on the ground. It doesn't have to be too fancy. pile of lashings right here. We'll drop our fire starter right there. Another sapling. Nice. One more and I could make another rope. No guarantee that we'll find one more, but... Okay, we're gonna need dew collectors pretty soon. Alright, now we need a stone pile. I guess we'll put it right over here. What the hell? I can't interact with it. It is a very good thing I saved the game, because we actually just got a bug where I placed a pile that I was no longer able to interact with. Yeah, but we can load back in, and, you know, it'll be undone. And we saved the game, so we don't have to go through the early game. Yeah, we saved the moment we built this shelter, and good thing we did, too. Good damn thing we did. Alrighty. Let's make sure we don't put a pile there next time. Yeah, right there is where we put it. Bad News Bears to put it right there. Slide it over. There we go. I'd say that'll do. And then a wood pile right here. Drop the fire starter. Okay. Gotta go grab the shit that we left behind, and I'll keep an eye out for one more palm sapling, because we might be able to make one more lashing if we can find one. There's the fibrous leaves. Alright, we're probably gonna have to go to sleep right away. I could make the water stills once I get crafting level 2, but we have to reach crafting level 2. So, with that considered, we definitely have to make 2 coconut flasks. We have a little bit of light here. Fortunately, we found a light early on, but we did not find a compass. So, hello Evo, welcome buddy. I'm glad to see you. Hope you're having a good day so far. Okay, I made 2 coconut flasks. We'll drink the water in them in the morning. I'm gonna need more palm fronds, so we have to cut down another tree. This one will do, I think. Start it over again, Fabio. Damn straight, buddy. It's good to see you. Same map as yesterday, too, even though we failed to get a good start on this map twice yesterday. We managed on our first try today. We didn't get poisoned, lethally poisoned, so we got a shot. Alright, let's bring this palm over here. That's a big tree, actually. Got a lot of wood from that. Alright. Alright, let's go to sleep. We've survived one day. Now I need to find some water. We're gonna have to make water. So, we can drink what's in these flasks. And then... I think we need 6 stones. So let's drop this coconut right here. Okay. I'm gonna need some lashings. And we still have to level up, unfortunately, before we can even craft it. So, let's take a look here. Yeah, we're close enough. Let's make a stone tool. And then we already have kindling. I gotta make a fire. Hang on, we're gonna save before we do that. Alright, that fire pit location does look pretty nice. I like it. The stones aren't like levitating off the ground, right? Which is kind of what you want. Now, what I'm wondering is, do I need the fire pit around the fire? Because that's a lot of stone. Fire pit stranded deep. Is there any use in a fire pit? It allows the campfire to branch off to 3 more upgrades. And it allows the player to cook food for longer. What? Okay, so the fire pit allows you to... Oh, that's the spit. Allows you to cook 2 items at once. Okay, so you can't make the spit unless you have the ring of stones. So I think we're gonna need that ring of stones. We will need a fire spit. But that leaves us with 1 more rock. Okay, well, we need these to make... Oh my god, yeah, the dew collectors. Okay. Now, we need to use this tool fully. Let's get rid of this ficus tree. And then we have to make an axe. But I'm gonna store my good knife so we don't end up using that one for the axe. Can I even craft an axe yet? Yeah, I can. I just need a stick. Okay, and there's the craftsmanship level that we require. You know what? Hang on. If I have that tree, if I leave that ficus tree there, it might give me shade while I cook. This is why we save regularly. All right, put those over there. Okay, leave that there. Hey. It looks like I could actually use these crates to potentially make shit, but that would only work for a part of the day. It does give me a little bit of shading, so we'll try to just keep that. Let's use up this tool on a stick tree that's out of the way of our base, so like right over here. Deposit our good knife. Make the hatchet. Okay. Okay, now we have to make the campfire again. Like, there is good shade here. Yeah, I gotta leave. Look at that, right? Like, look at how much sun protection this could give me, really. Okay, fire. Put it right here. Oh, that doesn't... The stones are kind of clipping through the ground. I gotta build it closer to the shelter. We'll do the fire first. I mean, we should do the fire first, because that's the part that requires me to load the save, right? We gotta live here, so we want it nice. Alright. Yeah, campfire first. Move these over here. Yeah, it looks good. It's flat to the ground. It's not levitating at all, but... Oh, man, I don't know. I'm getting OCD about it. I feel like we got the perfect placement before. And now we're trying to, like, replicate that perfect placement, you know what I mean? I'll rotate the ghost blueprint a little bit. Slide that back, move this here. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I would say that looks pretty good. Okay. Now we gotta move this shit over. Let's temporarily deposit the lantern. Grab that. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna save the game now that I like the fire's placement. Save. Good. Milestone. Let's deposit our good knife ahead of time. And go over here. I have a lashing already. I need a stick. Got it. Now we need the lashing, we need the cloth, we need palm frond, and we have to make our little rain collectors out here. I might even just make one. We might not really need to have two. We're gonna save before the placement. I mean, we might want more later, but I feel like for right now in the early game, right? We might be fine with just one, especially because it allows me to save on a cloth. I need to save on cloth. Yeah, we'll just put it right here. That'll do. All right. Now, let's make sure we have 2 drinks prepared. I have 2 stones left. I have 3 stones left, right? So if I was to build another water collector right now, that would have, like, I need that stone for more tools, right? So we can't just use it all up willy-nilly. As long as I only have 1 dew collector and I make that work, then we'll be fine. Alright, we're producing water. Now I have to hunt food, and I should make a roasting fire spit. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, I have UV protection right here, man. Like, this is sick. As long as we keep all these dense trees here, we'll have UV protection whenever we tend to the fire. We'll start the fire after, in a minute. Let's deposit. We'll make a palm frond pile somewhere. Let's move this log. Make the palm frond pile right here. Okay. Deposit the cloth. I'm gonna have to try to find 1 more cloth out there. In like a wreck or something. Like, we need to go diving and look for more crates. Let's grab our new tool. I have 1 potato that I can eat. Right now, I need to get more palm fronds. Primarily, I need to use up this tool. We have to use up this tool so that I can then use it to craft a knife. It's gonna take 100 swings. Hello, Czech. Welcome, buddy. How are you today? See, because now I can actually use this stone cutter to make a knife and still have stones left over to make more stone tools. That's why we can't make a second dew collector. Very important. Okay. You're getting hired tomorrow, eh? Right on. You and GamerFam both. Yeah, GamerFam just started her new job. Right on. I'm really glad to hear that, buddy. Really glad to hear that. This area over here is nice. There's a shitload of rocks here that we can harvest for more stone later, but we need to craft a pickaxe to do it. And we won't be doing that for a while. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab this potato and we can eat it today. There's another, I think, 2 potatoes on this island anyway. All right, we got 19 more swings before I can make my cutting tool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. I can now use that to make a cutting tool for harvesting wild animals. Okay, move this over here. And we gotta cut said tool. Or craft. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. I now have a refined knife. We're gonna need a fishing spear. Got it. Good. We can create a coconut pile as well. Let's do that. Right over here. We're gonna grab a couple of palm fronds and make more drinks right here. Yeah, you don't need 2 dew collectors at the start of the game. Just 1. Save on stone. Make sure you have more tools, right? Plenty of crabs. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Hey, we found a spare stone. Look at that. Let's watch out for that poisonous urchin over there. We'll start by getting 6 fish right now, 6 small fish. I'm really hoping that we can end up finding additional cloth. We really need additional cloth. Find something to eat. All right, we'll have a coconut real quick, and that'll stave off starvation long enough for me to get this done. Let's move these trees out of the way. I could make log piles out of them if I wanted to. Okay, fire starter, here we go. SPF level is high. Trying to find a place where we're not in the sun. It's hard though. All right. Right here. Drop that. Okay, we got a little grub in our belly. We do have to worry about the SPF. So let's just get this fire started real quick.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Son of a bitch.
Ah!
Really? All right, we got it. Holy shit. Okay, let's go in the shade real quick.
Oh, gross.
Grab some meat. Yeah, I'm doing really good, Check. I'm doing really good, honestly. Having a good day. Thank you for asking. Oh. Okay, now, we are cooking. I feel like I should be in the shade right here. This ficus tree is not really doing it for us anymore. Maybe I'll just build a canopy over all of this. I could do that, build a little shelter. You have to kind of stand in the shade on the ground. That's the way it works. If there's shade on the ground, then you're good. So like, what, if I'm right here? Yeah, okay, if I'm right here, it works. And we're close enough to get cooking experience for this. We don't really need to eat that potato. Perhaps I'll just deposit it. All right, we no longer need to worry about the sun strength. It's past 3. Let's skin our other meat.
Oh, gross.
Old Fart, good to see you, man. Yeah, we're having a wonderful day today. Wonderful day. I did day 98 today. I'm so excited to be done. But day 100 is going to be the hardest, right? That's 20 minutes of stamina shadow boxing, so I'm dreading it, buddy. Still, besides that, I'm happy I'm on day 98 instead of 28, you know what I mean? All right, let's see here. Water. Let's grab 2 more of these. Load them up. Yeah, we're still doing pretty good. And now I need to craft another stone tool. We got it. Yeah, we got crude axe, refined knife, stone tool. Fishing spear. We still have extra stones, extra lashings, extra wood sticks. We're doing pretty good. Let's see here. I still need to find one more piece of cloth though, so I might need to craft a loom, which is pretty demanding resource-wise, but we could do it. I need to be able to craft a rudder as well as a sail, and both require a piece of cloth. I have one cloth in storage. I could take apart my dew collector, but that's ill-advised, right? I'm hesitant to go in the water only because I know that there's a possibility I could get poisoned or get a bleed from a shark. And right now I can't see any bubble streams indicating a potential wreckage site, but we'll check for more wreckage tomorrow for sure. Let's work on these trees a bit. Okay. Hello, Kovu. It's been a while, buddy. It's really good to see you too. I hope you're doing well. How are you? 100 days will be done before I know it. Yeah, we have a heat wave right now too. It was hot as balls. It was 30 degrees outside today. Hang on. Yeah, 30 degrees Celsius for you guys in Fahrenheit is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Yeah, so today was 30 degrees. It was crazy hot out there for my training. Unreal. All right, let's make a little log pile out here. Yeah, I left a couple of sardines out here. We can go to sleep soon. We have a lot of palm fronds for water. And we're gonna go add to our little coconut pile. The aircraft carrier is right over there. We have a very interesting spawn here on this island. Very interesting indeed. It looks like it's time for us to go to sleep. Tomorrow might be the day where we end up with more rope. Where we can get more fibrous leaves. We'll have to wait and see. Let's put the fire out for now. We'll get it started again in the morning. All right, bright and early. Save the game. Take a drink. Let's get the fire started. If you guys are like me and sometimes you really struggle to start a fire in this game, I find that the slower you go, the less likely you are to fuck it up. Although then weird anomalies like that happen. I really have no idea how the fire making truly works because there's not enough information on the wiki. But from what I understand, if you press, like, you have to maintain a rhythm. And if you don't maintain a proper rhythm, then you get that, you know, you lose progress. All right, let's grab our flashlight. And let's scour the treetops. I also have to start preparing more water now. Let's grab a couple of these and throw them on there. Okay. Put the fire out. The sun's rising. We're definitely gonna want to try to keep an eye on the horizon today so that we can try to locate any more wrecks in the perimeter of our island. We might find a cloth, and if we do, we don't need to craft a loom to craft more cloth out of lashings. Hey, I found another stone. Look at that. Okay. We have 5 stones left over now. It's crazy, but there seems to be barely any wrecks around this island. There were a couple of big ones, but barely any in quantity. We gotta wait till we can see those bubbles. I don't know at what time that begins, but maybe 7? I got no clue. But we'll be able to use these wrecks to tell. When we can see bubbles here, the bubbles are everywhere. Well, it doesn't look like it's 7. Oh, we got a poisonous urchin right there. Gotta avoid stepping on that. 100% I do. We would die if we stepped on it. I'm not a high enough crafting level yet to make an antidote, so. We have 4 fish. Think I'll get 8. Make more water. We'll store the fish in here. I think I might just eat these potatoes. Yeah, we'll eat them. Okay. I still don't see any bubbles out there. What time does that start, I wonder? Oh, I see. No, never mind. I think I see bubbles over there at the yacht, but it's hard to say. I don't exactly want to just start swimming out there, because that's risky as fuck, you know? I guess as long as I stay to the relatively shallow areas and just look around. There's an urchin nearby. Yeah, this island is bare, man. The cupboard is bare here, like really bare. Days survived 2. So tomorrow is the day where we start to get respawns on the fibrous leaves. That's when we can start thinking about building our raft. Still need to get crafting level 3 in order to build it. And one thing I'm really worried about, you know, I need to be able to make an antidote to cure poison, but I need level 3 crafting to do it. There's tires over there at the yacht that we need to get our hands on to build our raft, right? But obviously I might get poisoned while I'm over there, so you know, dangerous situation in many ways. Anyway, let's seek out bubble spots from a position of elevation here. I don't see shit. There's like nothing here. God, yeah, there's nothing. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna gather some of the stone, or sorry, some of the wood around here. Because I'd imagine I'm gonna have to craft quite a few spears in order to level my crafting up. It's hot for here. God, I'm not used to fucking... Yeah, I'm not used to it. There's very high humidity here. I'm pretty sure the humidity outside right now, I'm looking it up, it's 60%. Yeah, we have 60% humidity with 30 degrees, so. Yeah, there's obviously a bubble stream over there, but that's the yacht. And we don't want to go anywhere near that. I need a drink. Looks like I just started to need one. Not seeing any bubble spots around here. Yeah, there's like no wrecks on this island besides the ones that we've already searched. That's crazy. I keep finding random rocks though. We found so many stones on this island. It's awesome actually. What's really crazy is all the containers that spawned here spawned empty. There was a metal container there that was empty, and there were 3 at the yacht which were all also empty. Hang on. All right. Looks like we might just be waiting out the day. We have 5 spare stones. That's good. Extra coconut flask. We'll deposit that here. I'm gonna work on getting myself fed. Stones are capped out at 25 per island, huh? This kind of works. Just do 6 and then stop. Ah, shit. All right, doesn't work. Ah. Ah. Ah! Ah! This is ridiculous. I'm gonna try to keep pulsing it like a heartbeat. All right, we got it. Yeah, the heartbeat pulsing does kind of work. We're cooking. Let's sit in the shade while it continues to cook. I'm excited to play more Lord of the Rings Online later. Our burglar, with the gambler tree, we were literally soloing instances that are designed for multiple players. The burglar is crazy powerful, dude. It's like there's no checks and balances in Lord of the Rings Online at all. I love it. All right, we have 4 fishing spears. I'm gonna make 2 more stone cutters. And it seems like I'm definitely gonna have to make a loom. So I should probably just go ahead and craft a loom now. We'll put it right in here. Okay, we have a loom. Food's cooked. Yeah, tomorrow's the day that we're gonna get more fibrous leaves. We don't need to worry about the sun's intensity anymore, it's 3. I've heard of Warframe. There's just so many that I already want to play. Yeah, there's like there's Star Wars The Old Republic, World of Warcraft, obviously, the GOAT, right? Definitely, you know, continuing Lord of the Rings Online. We're about to hit level 3 in cooking. Yeah. All right, put the fire out for now. I can save 1 more for breakfast. Our physical level goes up when we do this, doesn't it? Hang on, let's try to start another fire. See, sometimes it just... like, I don't even know what causes me to burn my fingers. It just happens. Even if I stick to a flawless rhythm. Maybe I'll get better at it. Now, what's my physical level look like? It went up slightly, but not that much. Okay. Put the fire out. Let's go for a little swim. We gotta watch out for urchins, of course. Okay. Now, we have the loom crafted. I'll be able to make cloth with the loom using 4 fibrous leaves. Okay. I want to have level 3 in crafting so I can make an antidote before we go to get the tires on that on the yacht out there. Let's grab a PP. We have an hour before bedtime, and tomorrow's the day we're gonna finally get those fibrous leaves. Here we go. PP plant. It just goes to show you, right? The 2 times where we got poisoned right away on this island, like yesterday when we were trying to play this map, we had great luck with containers. And then today we finally get to try this map, we survive searching the ships, and we find the worst loot ever, right? I mean, we found loot, but nothing that's super crazy. We didn't find a compass, we didn't find any extra cloth, right? We didn't find any rations. We had better luck in the times where I died. And then now the time that I live, it's extra hard, but I guess that's what makes it like better, right? I could probably go to sleep before I drink more. All right, let's go get a drink. We're well fed. So we have the cloth, we have the hammer. I should deposit my spears. The PP we will need. Let's grab this. I don't need the refined knife for skinning right now. We'll deposit that. Yeah, we're pretty much just playing the waiting game now. Today's the day. It's the day where all of the fibrous leaves are going to respawn and we can finally sail out of here. The sun is starting to rise. Ambient light levels are increasing. Hey, sweetie. Ain't you pretty? My little princess. I feel like the tool belt is useless. The reason why it's useless is because if you remove an item from your inventory, it also removes it from the tool belt. It happens very often where, like, I'll deposit my skinning knife because I no longer need it, but then when I want to skin animals, I take it out of the chest, but then it's no longer on my tool belt, right? Just feels like a redundant system. Your inventory is not that big, so you constantly have to deposit the things you're not using. So yes, you can hotkey your hammer to slot 5, but then if you deposit your hammer and take it back out again later when you do need it, it's not going to be on your hotbar anymore. Just weird. Kind of hoping we get some rain today. I think I might cut down a couple more trees too, just so we have more palm leaves. Because water will eventually become an issue. Okay. We have a stack of 6 logs right there. And we have more of these now. Let's load it up. Make a new pile right beside the dew collector right here. Now the waiting game. We wait until we see those palm saplings again, and we wait until the yucca fruits, the yucca plants produce again. Where's that third yucca plant anyway? I'm gonna cut down this one too. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid cutting down all these trees right here, because one thing I've learned after a couple of playthroughs of this is that your base starts to look really desolate when you just clear cut all the vegetation, right? Like, try to leave yourself with something. It still says 2 days survived. I think that changes at 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't suppose this flock of birds being over here signifies anything special, do you? All right, 3 days survived. No, they don't signify anything. They're just there. Let's go back. Watch out for urchins and stuff. We have another PP on this island. So I need to craft 1 cloth, and the rest has to be converted into lashings. We don't need medium-sized meat, Odin. We're good. You can get medium-sized meat from cod as well, though. Yeah, the reason why I like small meat is because it cooks faster, right? So it ends up burning less fuel. So whenever I need to smoke meat, I usually smoke small meat. Smoking medium meat is good, like travel rations that never spoil, but you can smoke so much more small meat in the same time frame. And because it restores less hunger, I find that you're able to ration it better. Come on, yucca trees. Your boy needs assistance. I can't believe we only got like one sunken wreck on this island. It's been rough for loot around here, really rough. Here we go. All right. We're finally starting to see these leaves again. Let's make our cloths. Got it. I'm gonna need those to craft the sail and stuff. Let's leave what we're gonna need right here. We're almost crafting level 3, but we do have to craft a substantial... It doesn't look like it, but we do have to craft a lot more to reach level 3. All right, craftsmanship. Slow going. Real slow. Here we go. All right, blessed be to the almighty palm sapling. Ah, yes, and the yucca. Yeah, we're still not there yet. We'll be at level 3 crafting soon enough. Isn't there a third yucca plant on this island, or did I only get 2? I see those 2 right there. It'd be crazy if I was making do with only 2 of them. Oh no, okay, there's the third. I wonder, you raise an interesting question, Odin, is what's better for training your cooking skill? Like, do you get more experience for cooking medium meat, or do you get the same amount of experience for everything? Okay, so you get 60 EXP for small meat and 109 for medium, so it's not quite double. You basically, for every tier of meat that you go up in size, you get 10% less experience gain. Okay, so in terms of power leveling your cooking skill, small meat helps. All right. Yeah, we still don't have that crafting level up. See, even though it looks like you're close, it does take longer than you think sometimes. All right, let's get some shade. Last thing I need is sunburn. I will need a crude hammer eventually. I know that. Yeah, we're gonna need one in order to craft our plank station, so we'll just craft it now. Store it away. Let's just craft that tool belt. It's more crafting experience. And at the very least, I can put the tool that I often use on my belt. I seldom end up depositing this hatchet, right? So at the very least, it's a way for us to get some use out of it. Now, let's keep looking around. We gotta be close to that crafting level up now. Every palm sapling that I can find matters. I need 2 more in order to craft another lashing. Here we go. If I have to, I'll just crank out more fishing spears or something. Refined spear requires crude spears, so crafting crude spears now wouldn't be a bad idea. We already have 4 fishing spears, so maybe... Oh, well, there it is. We got it. Alright, so we're gonna craft the antidote. We have it. And now... And for that, I need these for the floor. Put down a little pile of these. Okay. So, we have to go out there and we have to grab those tires, unfortunately. Not looking forward to it. Let's get our stamina back. We're gonna need the cardio. At least now I have a poison cure, right? But these are really far out. Like, I can't lie, these are pretty far out. Shit, the shark is right. Oh my god. I gotta get to more shallow waters. Okay. I think we're all right now. I did take a bite, but it was of little consequence, it seems. We're not bleeding. You can throw these so fucking far, dude. Like, if you, like, whip it first, and then, you know? Look at that. There's definitely a technique to throwing the tires as far as possible. Let's get out of here. I won't be able to see urchins while I'm going ashore if it gets too dark. We do have the antidote, but obviously it's better if I don't need to use it. All right, here we are. Holy shit, yeah, I almost stepped on that urchin. You see how well hidden those can be sometimes? That's crazy. Okay, tires, raft, base. Based. Based tires, raft. All right, we have that. Now let's drag this where we need it. Can't pass this up. The sun has set. Okay, start with the sail. Put that on there. And then we're gonna need a rudder. And for that, we need another rope. At least this time I didn't leave the fucking raft in the water so it could float away for tomorrow. Okay. Let's, hang on. I don't know about the super speed thing, Odin. No, I don't. Does it count as an exploit? So if you can hear the sizzle of the meat, then you're getting EXP for cooking. Okay. Like, is it this speed thing, is it a beneficial glitch? Because I just probably wouldn't do it if it was a glitch. Okay. Let's cook some food while we sleep. This fire starting game is kind of bullshit, I have to admit. There's no way to make sure you can just avoid that. Sometimes you go really slow and you still end up getting it. It's just a time sink, which is fine, but I do wish there was, like, you know, I wish you could have a guarantee of getting it with the right application. All right. We have to go to a new island today. I have to put the rudder on there, which is going to require one more of these. I probably can't put the rudder on there without putting it in the water first. But that's the danger. I can't let it fucking float away after the rudder's in it, right? Yeah, I hate the placement of the rudder. They should have made it so it was easier to build a rudder on a raft. All right. See, even with that, I can't build it. Like, it's ridiculous. You have to fight with this thing just to put the fucking rudder on it. Let's try that. All right, we got it. We're gonna leave that over here on the shore, and we're gonna get ready to go. I might just eat a breakfast. Let's go deposit our hammer. We can deposit the antidote too. Cooking level up. Okay, we don't need the... We will need the skinning knife one more time. Let's go grab a couple of fish here. We'll get a stack, which I think is 8 fish. Okay. Let's go back. Skin him.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but that's a cheat, Odin. I can't do that. Yeah, that's cheating. What would Odin think, right? What would Odin really think if we cheated like that? He wouldn't like that. We're gonna take that flashlight just in case. Weird, where's... I feel like I'm missing a hammer. I had 2 hammers, didn't I? What, did I like drop one? I don't know. Maybe I accidentally pressed Q while I had my hammer out. I would have to review the footage, but I don't want to bother. We're good. All right. So... yeah, we're almost ready to go. Let's eat a coconut. As long as we can get some health back while we're traveling. Deposit the fish. Yeah, this will allow me to get some health back. Dope. All right, let's take a drink. I have no more palm leaves. Let's just put this in there. And we can now head to a new island. I have the axe, I have the knives, I have a flashlight. Let's get over there and try to clean it out. Yeah, that's true, Evo. Putting it on the rock did help. Elevating the ass of the raft type thing. All right, let's go. I have to remember, if I get off my raft, I can't have the sail up. Your raft will literally just take off without you. If you have, oh shit. Fuck. I put the rudder on the wrong side. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this. Let's grab all that. I need one more stick. Let's lift this up so it doesn't float away. I put the rudder on the side where the sail was facing. That's funny shit, dude. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna need my hammer, unfortunately. Let's just bring these boxes over there so that I don't have to return to camp. I can deposit the hammer over here. All right, sail. Got it. Drive it backwards. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Easier to just do this, I think. make sure I can drive it forwards, you know? Alright, let's go. Our raft is very maneuverable. It turns very quickly. We're fully fed, fully hydrated. There's a hammerhead shark circling around us. We gotta remember where our island is. Does the rudder work better in the wrong direction? That is so weird. Yeah, but I like to be able to see where I'm steering. Actually, I guess it's kind of funny. You can turn around. Yeah, that's... but then it would be mirrored. You'd have to press A to turn right and D to turn left. You guys are weird, bro. I like it though. It's interesting, you know? It's interesting that there might be better ways of doing things that I don't even know. We're almost at a new island. The first thing we're doing, I learned this lesson last time, we're parking our raft directly on the island. I literally got off my raft and it sailed away in attempt 2, so we're not doing that again. You can't catch up to your raft if you do that too. That's the funny part about it. It will just fucking yeet out of here. It'll yeet all the way fucking out of here if you get off it and the sail is up, so. Now, first thing we're gonna do is grab that crate. We might be able to use it to store some stuff. It's nearly full already. But nonetheless, I mean, I guess we can use it, yeah. We gotta keep an eye out for bubble spots as well. Shit, we have giant enemy crabs. Let's go. I'll grab everything I can while we run. Fuck this asshole. He's rushing my work. Okay. He gave us a moment of reprieve. Okay, we dropped the stones. Drop the stick. Drop the cloth. And let's keep moving. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm glad he gave us the time to harvest that. Okay. Shit. Yo, there's 2 crabs here. Definitely gonna complicate this. Grab that. Let's go over here for a sec. I see bubbles. Let's go check it out. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky. And like my dreams, they fade and die. Hey, wow, we just found a ration in that crate. I love how all the wrecks, they spawn differently, so you never, even if you've searched like this specific yacht before, you don't know that you're gonna have the same stuff there the second time. Okay, God. Let's just eat that ration. No, that's wasteful. I should try to keep it, I should. Take that, store that, collect. Let's leave it up here for a sec, while I try to search the rest of this raft. There's no raft components here, like tires or anything. Take that. Oh, fuck yeah. Nice, another ration and more corrugated metal. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I got like partially stuck. That was horrifying. Let's go. I need air. I wonder how long it takes for you to drown after you run out of oxygen. Scary thought. I don't need 3 of these. Let's just litter them. Okay. Hopefully there's another entrance over here. It doesn't look like it. It's in the reef. All right. We'll try to go in one more time. I just don't want to get stuck, you know? Like, I'm horrified of that. It looks like there is an opening over there, though. Let's look for that opening. I'm surprised I haven't gotten venomed yet. Oh. Well, it's definitely an opening, but it doesn't look like there's anything here. Let's get out of here. That was highly lucrative, definitely worth it. Let's go. $19 health left. We still have a wreck back there to check out. I'm aware. shit, the crab.
Ah!
Son of a bitch. Leave me alone, crab. I ain't feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I ain't feeling it.
Ah!
Fuck, where is it? I lost that fibrous thing and I can't find it because this motherfucker keeps spawn camping me. Son of a bitch. I might have to leave that fibrous leaf behind because I literally have no idea where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. I don't see any fruits on this island. I see more tires over there. I could add additional parts to my raft. Alright, let's take this back to where we're parked. We have to search that. Shit. Can't make this easy, can you, crab? All right. I could come back here and keep looting later. Let's do that. We're gonna go home. I don't need the Ajuga. We're just gonna drop that. Yeah, I don't have the room to take the Ajuga. So, it's the weak link. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Okay. We gotta go over there. Directly towards the moon, actually. That's convenient. Yeah, we just sail toward the moon and we'll get back home. Oh. Yeah, we'll go back there and we can grab those tires and add them to our raft tomorrow. We have much less resource scarcity to worry about right now. Stranded Deep 2. Hopefully they learn a lot about, you know, like Stranded Deep 1. There were a lot of things that I didn't like about Stranded Deep 1. Most of it's fucking perfect, but there's like an infinite water glitch that you sometimes get in your dew collectors. We can't have fucking glitches in survival games that trivialize the survival aspect of it, right? And then the bosses, I feel, could use a rework. Facing the bosses is just... For the octopus, for example, for most people, it's exploit or die, right? So I feel like rebalancing the bosses to be more like a fair fight would be a good decision. How are you doing today, Dean? Or Dan? All right, we made it back home. Let's pull the raft ashore. Let's just... We need water, so let's put this in here. We'll immediately go to sleep. The bosses didn't even exist yet when you played it? Yeah, I shit on the boss design, but the gameplay loop of Stranded Deep, the mechanics are so good. I love starting fires. I love hunting for fish. I like all of it. The simplicity of it is kind of the beauty of it, I find. They didn't try to do too much. They just had like these core mechanics and every mechanic feels useful. All right. Nice. We have 4 pieces of cloth now. That's terrific. Let's go deposit these stackables over here. Beautiful. All right, we took a drink. Let's make more water. I'm gonna have to go fishing for some food. We got a couple of rations for later in the game to simplify travel and exploration. I don't really need the flare gun, honestly. We'll just litter that. Well, I can do better than that. Here, let's... Huzzah! There. We still technically have fish. It is the best laid-back survival game, yeah. It's once you get to, like, the bosses, in my opinion, that it kind of falls off, but surviving in Stranded Deep in the early game on Permadeath on hard is, like, the most immersive thing in my games roster right now. Like, out of everything I'm playing, it just feels like the best experience, you know? All right, we have a stack of 8 fish, 8 sardines. And I have 2 crates that I can take with me back to the island for loot collection, which is ideal. Let's deposit the antidote. Deposit the hammer. Head back here, start cooking. We gotta make some food, then we'll head back there with whatever daylight we have left. Honestly, the trick to starting a fire without failing seems to be ignore the sound of starting a fire and just listen to your mouse. Listen to the mouse clicks. Duh, 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 duh. You have to listen deliberately to the rhythm of your mouse, like the buttons on your mouse, not the sound effects in the game. That seems to be the trick of it. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I might want to cook 3 batches of fish. In fact, I think it'd be a really good idea now to craft a smoker, because then we could craft like, we could cook a full belly's worth of fish, like 6 small meat all at once, right? Castle Miner Z, I don't remember that. Well, probably Obi-Wan. The way I would put it to you, Obi-Wan, is, or Odin, is the reason why we can't do that. Green Hell does that, right? Green Hell lets you collect coconut bowls and use them to catch rain. It makes it too easy. Like, and it's a realistic mechanic, but it makes the game a lot easier. It basically trivializes water collection for the player, right? So you spend your first couple days getting coconuts, like throwing spears at them to get them down from trees, and then for the rest of the game, water's a non-issue, right? I think that's why, from a gameplay standpoint, it makes perfect sense why they don't let you make coconut bowls. It just doesn't make sense from a realism standpoint. It's taken a while to cook this food. Maybe... Here, let's do this. Smoker. I need 1 cloth. We're gonna build the smoker, and then we're gonna cook the rest of the meat using the smoker. It'll be quicker. In fact, hang on. Alright, you know what? We'll... I need to look at the bed. What's required? 3 leather, 3 cloth, and 3 sticks. Yeah, we're gonna make the bed. Done. Happy days, buddy. Happy days. Shit. Okay. Now I don't need my shelter over there, and I can place... Oh, shit. I can get rid of the shelter right here. What the hell? I can't even... Okay, I can target that stuff. Let's, here. This is turning out to be a lot more work than it should be, but... Yeah, you know what? We're just not gonna go to the other island today. We're gonna wait. We're gonna go to the other island tomorrow so that I'm not rushing through all this stuff. Deposit the spear. We have room in both of these now. I have to move the rock pile. Let's move these items as well. All right. Now I can place this more or less how I want, right? Like facing this direction fully. Yeah. All right. And then let's cook. We probably will end up moving eventually, but until then, let's go grab our chests and bring them over here. Yo, I would die doing outside bushcraft streaming. Straight up. I would flat out die. I have pretty good luck in games, but in real life, I'd go out there and I would encounter a fucking bear or a moose in my first 5 minutes and just get raffle stomped. All right. We now have a deployable bed, so we can sleep anywhere. We also have those 2 storage chests. Chat, let him cook. He's cooking. Welcome, Husker. All right. Dope. Let's try to get some health back. I could use some sun protection. Let's stand in the shadow of a ficus tree. Right here. It doesn't make sense much, but yeah, all you need is this little fucking shadow right here and you're covered. Let's put the fire out. Although I may want to cook a breakfast for tomorrow. Now we can cook a lot more at once. In fact, I think we're gonna do a little extracurricular fun right here. Can't really, hang on. We could make like an actual sheltered camp, right? Why not? However, I might want to save the game before I go building stuff. It looks like we got rain. I think we actually have rain. Look at that. Sounds like rain. All right, save the game. Maybe it's a good thing we stayed behind today. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing we saved. We're gonna place it clean, make it look nice. Day 6, boys. We got the start of a great playthrough now already. I don't like having this little potato bush here that I can't do anything about, but I mean, it might be all right. I kind of want to clean up, organize. Fuck it. There's no shortage of resources. Let's just build what we want, how we want. Another crafted item depends on it. Okay. What did I use 2 cloth on? I mean, we had like 4 cloth, right? I don't know, I don't remember. Oh, it was the bed. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Save the game. Yeah, I don't like how... That's one thing I don't like about Stranded Deep is the stones on your fire pit have a tendency to almost levitate. Maybe you guys have noticed this yourselves as well. The levitating stones, man, they kill it for me. They make it really hard to play something I'm happy with. There is that other part behind. It was a nice hill, but it was not flat at all. You used to be able to build through objects, eh? Oh, that must have been a good time to be alive. Yeah, that would be really nice. Yeah, see, you can see that the stones are levitating. That's one thing I definitely hope they address in Stranded Deep too. It's clunky, right? It's real clunky. Placing things in a way that looks good is really hard to do. Extremely hard to do. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way. Maybe I should put this right here. No, we have levitating stones again. Yeah, finding a spot where they don't fucking levitate is so hard, dude. All right, let's take a look for like a flat plot of land. Kind of hard pressed to find something like that around, but over here, this is a nice spot. It looks nice, but placing a flat campfire here, I'm gonna be hard pressed to manage, right? I could try to put it right here though, between those stones. And we'll try to mine those stones as well. Yeah, Dean, you can, they actually made shelves that you can build on your raft, which hold storage crates. It's really useful, really nice. Yeah, you can load up your entire raft with a shitload of storage crates now that won't fall off if it flips upside down. Hey, wow, missing palm frond, look at that. That definitely isn't going to be flat, right? I mean, we can try. Unlikely, though. God, look at that. It's a floating fucking fire. No matter where you put it, you can't make it look good. It's crazy. Maybe since we took everything apart, I should just try to move somewhere else at this point, right? Yeah, maybe we'll just try to move to a different island. Or I could just try to put the campfire out here and put the foundation further back. Hey, Zuzi, thank you. Okay, we have a little foundation right there. Yeah, now we can place it however we'd like. So I could have like this right here, right? Little sheltered canopy where we cook our food. The campfire is level to the ground. It really doesn't look too bad now. Yeah, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. And then scooch that over. And we'll have another 4 chests right here, kind of, you know, boxing it in the back. Yeah, something like that. All right. Hell, it's good enough for me right now. And if it's good enough for me, then it's good enough. I have OCD with these things, man. I get so into it. And I hate it when you can't place things like just perfectly. Like pixel perfect, everything lining up and looking neat, you know what I mean? Some of you probably totally get that. In fact, maybe for some of you, that's why you like some of my content, is because sometimes I try really fucking hard to line things up and make it look nice, you know? Anyway, that's good. I think we can leave that the way it is. Got a nice little cookery. Yeah, and we'll keep the bed on us for sleeping whenever we want. This can protect us from the sun's strength pretty much all the time, I think. Long as we're under this foundation. Okay. Let's go to sleep. And we'll go to that island today. That comment made you smile, you know my pain? Damn straight, buddy. Well, we'll see about space engineers. It's still on the list. All right. Now, we have a lantern around here. We'll drop that at our base so that we have base lighting, you know. For whenever it's really dark, right? We have our 2 empty chests. We have our bed. I'll drop the kindling right here. Stand it up there real nice. Yeah, you can kind of lean your kindling up somewhere. Like right there. Oh god, it's through. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we'll stand it up right there. Now, didn't we end up finding like an errant fucking palm leaf somewhere? I don't really know where it is, but... oh well, doesn't really matter. Let's go get a drink. And cook a breakfast. Unfortunately, with how much we struggled with this, we did consume a lot of hydration. I have no doubt that exiting the game the way we did and coming back in shortened the length of that storm we got. So we didn't get as much hydration as we could have. Here. Deposit that. And that. We can try to spice this place up by putting corrugated scrap around it too. We can like pile the corrugated scrap around it to create walls. Yeah, 4 should be enough for right now. All right, you take care for now, Odin. Take care, buddy. We'll see you in a little bit. It was nice to meet you today, too, buddy. I hope you have a good sleep. This is bullshit. Sometimes I feel like it just doesn't work properly. You're supposed to do it at a rhythm, but I am doing it perfectly. All right. Yeah, it doesn't always work the same. I might have to eat one of those rations. I don't know. I don't know. Thirst is a bit of an issue, but you know what I can do, actually? Make some of these. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, thirst is dealt with. We had to make more of those anyway. Let's make sure we're packed up and ready to go right as soon as this food is done. Didn't even end up using the flashlight last time. I don't think we'll bother bringing it this time. We need these. Also need the bedroll. Yeah, this seems way cozier. Okay, we'll have to do the attempt at corrugated scrap walls later. Okay, we're good. Let's go to the island again. I really love how tight the turning radius is when you only have like one raft foundation, you know? Oh, hang on. Hang on. The thing is, I remember seeing tires over there, but we used up all of the fibrous leaves. So if I want to be able to make myself raft extensions out of any tires that we find, I need to bring some rope. I'm glad I remembered that. In fact, I'll need a hammer as well. Okay. Yeah, we can turn this thing really easily. I love it. I don't even have to jump off anymore. And like toward the end of our first playthrough, I had to jump off to turn it and like do it from the water. That ain't the case right now. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro, I can't flip this fucking thing so easily. Okay, let's get up. That was insane. Fucking thing knocked me off and I was holding on to the rudder too. Okay, we gotta turn around. Yeah, we need a bigger raft so that that doesn't happen anymore. That was insane. All he has to do is start biting you and dragging you away, too. That's the first time I've ever had that happen since we started playing Stranded Deep on the channel. I knew that the sharks could hit your raft, it's just I've never had it flip over from the hit before. So I have to keep the aircraft carrier on my right shoulder in order to get home. We're gonna drive the raft all the way up to that wreck. see a stone there that we missed. I have to collect that. There's also an Ajuga over there. I just don't necessarily think we need it. Ajuga's used to make breath boost. That is one of the better buffs, I suppose. Grab that. Ow. Grab that. We're gonna grab the PP plants off this island as well. I think that's corrugated scrap over there. There's a lot of flat space here, man. Look at this. It's not perfectly flat, but like, you know. Okay. We can get the raft up there. I think. I hope I don't regret this. Okay, we got the raft up there. Take a look around. Nice, got a ration. Jerry can, cloth. Cloth. I don't need another label maker, we already have one. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking I'll do a 3-wide raft first. Which is gonna take a little finesse. Yeah, I can't even place that. Hang on. I could place that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Can't add a floor to it yet, though. Let's grab these. There is a spare tire here. Oh, shit. I'll try to throw it to the island. Fuck, what a shitty throw. All right. Okay. I don't know how many, if any, wrecks are still here. But I mean, we could try to seek out some bubble spots or something. We got the tires that we came for. Ugh. We are gonna drift to the left a little bit until we balance the raft out. And I'm gonna need to try to get some palm leaves for water. Oh, this is a nice little area. Okay. Shit. Crab. Fucking crab. Okay. Well, I see our base. I'm not seeing any other hidden wrecks, though. Although, I don't even know if I would see a bubble stream at this hour. Okay. Now we gotta start heading home. I gotta keep the aircraft carrier to my right shoulder. I remember that. So that's our base right there. I would love to take that tire, but you can't. I don't, like, you know, you can't really take it with you. No, I don't think so, buddy. We're not really talking about space engineers. Yeah. I do wish there was some way that you could, like, take a tire from one island to the other, but if you put it on your raft, it fucks with your raft. You know, it makes it flip upside down and shit. It does really weird stuff. Anyway, we're definitely gonna want to pick a new island tomorrow. I don't even think we have any water made. We'll have to go to sleep while thirsty, I think. We got a lot of respawned resources here. We'll get them tomorrow. Let's make sure our raft is beached. Okay. Get some sleep. All right. We're gonna make this a pure vehicle parts chest, and we have to put duct tape in there too. Beautiful. Good amount of fronds for water. Looks like we're nearly unpacked. Okay. We are gonna have to cook some more food. Let's make a breakfast. At least now we can cook it all at once.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it too, Dean. That's how I used to do it too. Now, you can build these on your raft. I'll show you in a second. Building. Is it building? No, it's not building. You can build these on your raft. These, the container shelves. You can actually build that on your raft, and each one holds 3 containers, and even if your raft flips upside down, you won't lose it. It's really awesome.
Ah!
Wow, going really fast actually seemed to help to get it done easier. Okay. All right, it's time for us to start harvesting these resources again. All right, that one is down to 1% durability. We got to start using another. Oh, beautiful. %51 durability remaining. Need to find water. Oh shit, we actually ended up smoking the meat. That's funny shit, dude. You actually seem to get less hunger saturation from smoked food. It doesn't give you the bonus for your cooking skill, so smoking it is worse for saturation for hunger. Interesting to know. All right. We'll hang on to these ones for backup water later. Okay. I might want to craft a second water collector now. Three stone, one palm frond, and one of these. There we go. All right, let's grab our bed. Take those. Bring the hammer. We are getting pretty thirsty pretty quick. It is early enough to go to another island, though. 26 crates on your biggest raft ever. Jesus, probably took you 5 business days to turn that thing, huh? Okay. I guess we'll go over there. We'll get the raft in position. Beautiful. Let's go. Somewhat?
Eggs before.
I think I'm okay. Thank you, though. All right. Now, on the way home, I have to keep the aircraft carrier to my left shoulder. Having the aircraft carrier this close to base does serve as a useful landmark for navigation. Certainly. We might get a lot of tires over there. I have, like, no drinks, though. Which could be a problem. I'll grab a coconut as soon as we get there, and we'll try to subsist and just make it back home. But we'll have 8 drinks of water once we get home. We'll get the yucca plants first so that I can make some rope, and then we'll go to that wreck and search it for tires. Usually you can find several tires there. Hey! I think that's a whale shark. Completely harmless. That one's not. Fucking tiger shark. Yeah, whale sharks are nice. They're your friends. All right, grab that. Let's go. Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me, dude. I hate the boars. They're so fast. They're way faster than the crabs are. And they stick to you like fucking white on rice. It's annoying. That scared the shit out of me. That's one fibrous leaf I'm probably not gonna see again, the one that we left back there. I'll eat that. That's good hydration. Okay. I better stay fucking out of the sun, man. We already almost have sunburn. We got a ration. I think I'll just eat that one. Yeah, we're good. I'll start getting some health back. I desperately need it, right? I want to just have a pure tire raft, so I don't think I'm taking those beach balls or whatever the fuck they are. The buoys. Okay, that one is diminished. Hey, I found it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep the aircraft carrier to my left shoulder on the return journey here. Take this, get going. Watch out for the urchin in the water right there. I don't have an anchor yet. I have to factor that in and try to be very careful about this. Let's park right up here beside this cargo container. Turn it that way. Got it. I could theoretically leave it here. It's just a little risky, you know? I have to turn it over. Odd place for some barrels. Okay. There's a shitload of fucking barrels here. Okay. Look at my fucking raft trying to start floating away, eh? Alright. It might get wedged here, but I can't really take that chance. We're gonna put it back over here. Okay, we've added more to the raft. I don't know if there's more tires here, but I don't really care. We've done well enough already. I would love to have a barrel for a grill, but how do you transport a barrel from one island to another? if I want to transport a barrel over to my base, then what I have to do is make a barrel raft piece. That's the only way that I can actually do it. And then I can... Wait. No, technically you can't. Right? Because you can't destroy foundation pieces once they're built on your raft, I think. All right, take care for now, Dan. We'll see you in a bit, buddy. It was really nice to meet you. Hell yeah, we'll have fun. See you around. All right, we got to go that way. At least we have a 3-wide raft now. It's very dark, but we do have the aircraft carrier at our left shoulder, and that will lead us home. Almost home. I could start doing some clay work very soon. Make myself water bottles. We're gonna drag it pretty well on shore just to make sure it doesn't get lost in the storm when the waves are higher, right? Because I don't know when we're going out again. Okay, we can totally build an anchor on this now. Okay. We'll have to put the duct tape in another box. We'll just put it right here. We already have enough vehicle fuel parts. We don't need any more. And with another lantern, we can move this light over here to the dew collectors so we can see it when it's dark. Okay, all of these crates have been emptied. They're ready for another trip. Let's go to bed. We can build another floor section on the raft. We'll need a plank station to make more planks, though. There we go. Now, let's think about making a pickaxe. I need to make a hoe for gardening, and right now we can actually make a pick because we have 2 knives at 1% durability. Let's store our good knife over here. Drop our empty looting chests. I need 2 leather and 1 stick. Alright, we now have a pickaxe. Very good. We can use that to get a surplus of stone and, most importantly, clay. We'll craft a hoe with our next worn down cutting tool. I'll also craft a new cutting tool. We should have at least 2 on us at all times. Okay. Now, let's go fishing. Hey, there's that missing palm frond. We found it. Okay. All right, that's 9. I want to get 16 sardines. That'll do us for a while. One more. Got it. All right, let's go make breakfast. We'll be able to get some, you know, top up our health and everything. I need to cook what looks like 3 of these right now.
Oh, gross.
All right, we got the food coming in with extra for later. All right. Shit. Didn't want to do that. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's an extra knife. Let's make sure I've saved the game. All right. So what about like a roof? Hang on. You can't make like a flat roof, can you? No. I was hoping I could, well, like you kind of can, but I was hoping I could just do a simple palm leaf roof on top of that. I could just move palm leaves on top of it. Same with corrugated metal, honestly. I could. Hang on. I wanted to do this before. I want to try to make like walls around this thing. You know, like wedge the corrugated scrap there like that. Make it more sheltered looking. Although it seems like a stretch to be able to do that. Oh, shit. You know, it's something, right? Like, I'm trying to create fake shadows. It just makes it seem like I have more shade in here, you know? There, we have what looks like significant shading in here. I can move these right here. I will need these to make the crop plots eventually, though. That is true. We might find more corrugated scrap, though, and have enough for both shading and crop plots. Yeah, this is one of the fun parts about Stranded Deep is, like, you know, you can be a little bit creative with some of the tools the game gives you. Of course, you could just build an actual shelter, but I usually prefer to do it this way. Like, look at that, right? Yeah, it's nice. Let's move this stick pile. That's gotta happen. Yeah, you should have kept both eyes open, buddy. How are you doing? Come on, place it. Place it the other way. It can be pretty hard to make the corrugated scrap, like, cooperate with what you want it to do. Well, it's not that it can be pretty hard. It's that it is extraordinarily difficult to make it conform with what you want it to do. In fact, it used to be a lot easier. This seems way harder than I remember it being to move the corrugated metal around, like on the PlayStation version. It seems way harder now. Look at that, though. 2 pieces of corrugated scrap on the roof pretty much eliminates those lines, stops the sun from getting through. Like, that's sick. How much of these are actually needed? Hang on. Maybe if I do a good enough job on the roof, it won't even matter. right? We create shadows with these. Having shadow, like having shade over here definitely made a big difference. Yeah, that makes a lot of difference, honestly. Let's put that right there. And then one more. Right here. God, it wobbles way more than it used to. Yeah, they made this so much harder to do. I don't know how they did it, but they did. Okay. There. Make it snug. Son of a bitch. Bro, the lengths I go to in the name of perfection, right? Anyway, I'm about to get sunburn, aren't I? No, we're good. We're good. Maybe putting it horizontally on top of the other one would work better. Like that. It looks nice and shaded in here. Sure does. I know that you can build corrugated scrap walls, but I don't think I could actually build the corrugated scrap wall. Like, you need to cool down. Oh shit, it's not 3 p.m. yet. Fuck. All right. Yeah, let's get out of the sun. I mean, we have a really great little shelter now for getting out of it. All right, false prophet. Thank you, buddy. I've never known anybody with schizophrenia before. What's it like? All right. Last thing we want to get is sunstroke. All right, we now no longer have to worry about the sun strength. 3 p.m. is the cutoff point. Now, what do I need for here? Building, walls. We can make walls out of stuff. Like, we technically can. Let me see here. Yeah, you can't. You can snap it up there, but that's it. You can't snap it down below. Maybe I'll put it horizontally up here on the bush. Right, something like, more like this. you can drop it like that and then it falls that way. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, that's very useful. You just gotta drop it the right way and it simplifies the entire fucking process. At least it works on flat ground very easily that way. So if I drop it right here, yeah, it literally just falls into place right there. All right, well, I think we're good for now. I'm gonna take a little break from playing this today, and I'm gonna play Lord of the Rings Online. But we have a good series going so far. And all we really have to do is keep the momentum up. Hell yeah. I mean, that looks like a full-fledged wall now. That's fucking sick. So I can just sort of crouch in here and have sun protection at all times. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, buddy. I like it. I like it. Move this shit. We'll put it... Where are we putting these chests? Right here. Beside that little tree. Beautiful. Let's deposit the rest of our corrugated scrap. Could use this as my entrance into the base right here. And then wall this part off right there. We put them horizontal, and that's not too hard. Just like this. You just gotta drop them the right way. So much of this is dropping shit the correct way. Oh. Okay. Latch that right there. Done. Grab that. Drop that. It's right up against it. Perfect. See, this looks like a good shelter to have if you're stranded on an island and there's a storm going on. This part right here is the worst part, but you know what? If I have another attempt of Stranded Deep in the future, which I'm sure I will, I'm gonna be putting my little canopy. Hell, we could even do it in this playthrough once we switch islands. We're gonna have a canopy just like this, but it's gonna be in an open area without the bushes around it, and we'll be able to put perfect walls all the way around it. All the way, because now we know if we look at the ground and just drop it like that, then it falls perfectly. It literally does. Like, look at that shit. I literally have a wall. It took 2 seconds to put up. That's amazing, dude. But in the end, it turns out that it's this bush around the side and the back that makes it so I can't finish this. That's all it is. See, because it makes it fall the wrong way. These, with the perfectly flat ground, make it so easy to do this. Like, you literally just drop it, and then there it is, it's done. It takes nothing else besides just dropping it. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna play around with that more in the future. For now, we're not gonna worry about it anymore. It is nice that I remembered that we can do that, though. And I'm pretty sure the shade that the corrugated scrap emits, it actually stops you from overheating. When was the last update? Oh, Jacob, years ago, I'd imagine. Is it too hard? Pan, you gotta be joking. No, it's not too hard. I got bored of it. It seemed too easy after a while. Was it too hard? If it was too hard, I'd be dead right now. All right, store that. Okay, let's deposit the pickaxe. We'll keep the hammer for building up our raft even further. And the potato we have to deposit. Right here. Let's go to sleep. All right. Now let's make some water and then save the game. And we'll eat a coconut because I kind of forgot to make the water soon enough. We're definitely going to want to make a plank station as soon as possible. All right. Now we save. Done. All right, guys. Now, I'm going to stop playing Stranded Deep for the day, but if you guys want to keep on chilling, I am about to play some Lord of the Rings online for a while. I want to test out and see if our Hobbit burglar can actually solo even more of the dungeons, because we're literally beating dungeons that are designed for 4 people, and we're doing it solo with an on-level burglar. It's crazy. I can't believe how strong it is. First, though, wild card. Let's look at Undead Legacy and see if Subquake released it. Of course not. Of course he hasn't released it. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to schedule that stream. Episode 5. Schedule it for 5:45. Okay, add the redirect to that stream. grab the chat. All right, we're good. All right, guys. Well, for those of you heading out because I'm not playing Stranded Deep any longer, take care, rock on, and peace out for now, and I will see you in the next one. But for those of you chilling, well, same thing. I'll see you in the next one. It's just going to be in 2 seconds. You guys are going to get transported directly into that stream. You don't have to do anything, all right? All right.